All right, I'm back again for part two. My daughter interrupted the end of that last video with her singing or whatever, so kind of threw me off. I'm really trying to do this as perfect as I possibly can, but this recording myself is and talking is just way more difficult than I thought it would be. So trying to do the best I can, but as I said, bear with me as I learn and figure all this stuff out or whatever. So. I want to give a little more information on the game and kind of teach you like the basics and the fundamentals of it. So for starters, I'm going to show you a little bit about the basic like colors of the game, I guess you could say. Let me see here. Uh, all right, all right. So with Magic, there are 5 colors that are represented by different land types, and they all have like a different kind of like element to them, as well as different characteristics that are part of their playstyle. So as you can see here, I'm gonna kind of discuss them in a little bit of my own order, but red is mountains. The red playstyle is aggressive, it's fast paced. Um, it's a strategy style with red that they refer to as aggro, just aggressive style. Blue is represented by islands, and let me show a couple other different things here. Huh. Yeah, there's like a bunch of different card arts for the different types of I guess islands within the game or whatever. But blue's play style is what they refer to as control or tempo based. Blue kind of like its style is to counter your opponent's plans and strategies and drag the game out into the long game where they kind of just take over. So it's very opposite to red, where red is like hit you hard, hit you fast. Blues like we're gonna take our time, we're gonna do this slow, and we're gonna like drag the game out to the later depths or deep waters, if you will. Green's play style is what they call ramp, and just put out as big a creature as possible to just overwhelm and go over the top of your opponent's creatures. If they're putting out small threats, green likes to go as big as possible in order to just overwhelm their opponent with sheer size and power. It's very creature based with that play style and strategy. White. Also by the way, green is forest. White represents plains, and the color of white represents life, and it has a little more of a defensive play style. So a lot of the deck strategies that they have within white is to gain a bunch of life and play a little bit of a defensive game, and also carry out the game into like kind of like the late stages of the game, which is why white tends to pair really good with blue. The blue and white together have a really strong combination for control strategies, especially because white has certain things that blue doesn't have that gives them some advantages when paired together. And then the last one is black. This color is represented by swamps, and its play style is very opposite to white, whereas white represents life. The black color represents death, and they have really like the best removal spells and like direct kill spells, which typically will kill creatures within the game or planeswalkers, and sometimes removal of other types of threats within the game. But black looks to destroy the things that your opponents put out there, and it uses a lot of strategies that are really unorthodox compared to some of the other colors. A lot of the other colors have a very direct play style, like red or green, just direct uh, deal damage to your opponent, attack them. And blue and white play a little more defensively and long game strategy, whereas black seeks to do things in the most unorthodox way to achieve victory. They don't have like typically the biggest, strongest creatures. It doesn't have the fastest play style. It typically doesn't have the greatest defensive mechanisms, but it uses a lot of really unorthodox and weird strategies to achieve victory in a very